Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. Let's see. Will I get, oh, there's a notification on my phone. Will I get it on my iPad? That is the question. Apparently, the answer to that question is no. Let's see. Let's see. Am I going to be able to find it? There it is. I found it. Hot dog. I never did get a notification. Hi, Pat. How are you today? Did I miss everybody else? Anyone else while I was scrolling here? I'll go, hi, Tammy. How are you today? So I'm going to sprinkle this out. All right. Yay. Let's see how long it works. Now that the elections are over, we'll see if it's going to work any better. All right, I need to move some of these buckets or I'm going to trip and fall down. All right. Hello, hello. I am freezing in the garage again today. Hi, Diana. How are you today? So I have several projects I want to get done. We're using the large tank again. You're not up quite as far. I may have to put you up in order to get the whole tank in. We'll see in a minute. But I have one experiment, and then I have several projects to get done. And I'm working on fabric for an idea. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate it. Okay, so without further yakking. Oh, if you're new, my name is Linda Anderson. I own Aqueous Silk LLC. I'm a water marbling artist and general crafter. So, I had a brilliant idea today. Sometimes I just amaze myself. I tracked down this yarn that I didn't have a hook big enough to make it nice and loose, so it's super stiff. Anyway, I did a little swatch and I prepped it. And so we're going to see if it works to marble tonight. As I was driving home today, I thought, Linda, you are an absolute numbskull. They make 100% cotton yarn. Did I think about getting some of that and see what it looks like? No, I didn't until tonight. And I'm just like, I'll be paying a visit to either Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby somewhere this weekend. But so this is kind of a t-shirt yarn. It's 100% polyester. Oh, I see. We're still gonna play games tonight. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I thought worth a try. It was on sale. Excuse me, but it's expensive. It's like $13 a yard. A skein regularly. That's quite expensive. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, let me, I guess I better turn you guys around so you can see. You don't want to look at the table. I'm gonna have to put it up. You're going for a ride, guys. I'm gonna have to get up on the ladder here. Sorry it's so wobbly. I need to loosen this up. Here, whoops. Hi, Tracy. How are you today? All right, there we go. Sorry for the wiggling, but I had to step on the ladder. Alrighty. So I have, let's see, what do we want to do first? Let's do one of these. Let's see, I better move that rag so I can hang up the fabric. Ooh, it's cold, cold, cold. All right, so let's get started. Can't dilly-dally, I've got to go to bed. I still have bubbles in here from mixing this for nice fresh water. I'm going to use the problematic color right away. Then I'm going to experiment. Oh no! Oh! Whoops. Let me get this here. I'll get it. Back in the hospital. Oh no, Tracy, I am so sorry. You know, when my husband had back surgery, he ended up with some sort of a intestinal issue that they say is common for people in the that go through surgery, and he ended up dehydrated and back in the hospital. I'll never forget that. It's not easy to catch when you're my size and trying to catch a 6'4" man who wants to pass out. I literally took my body and I pinned him against the wall, and yelled for the girls to bring a chair, because there's no way I could have caught him or anything. So, whew. It is nice fresh water, just mixed it yesterday. I'll probably have to avoid this area down here where those bubbles are. I tried to get them out before we started, but didn't work. Okay, now let's throw in a little bit of white. I don't need this full tray, but it gives me options as to where I want to put it. Gonna need my assistant today. He was already belly aching because he had to help last time. Oh, you poor thing. All right. I'm liking the red. Look how red the red looks, except down there. It looks fairly pink down at this end. So I'm going to put a few more drops. I don't even know if I'll use this end. I do have some ribbon prepped for some bows, so I'm sure I will use some of that, or use some of this tank for that as well. I want just a touch more red in here. Now, will the red cause an issue? Perhaps. We're going to find out, I guess, huh? Just a little bit right here. We had snow. If you saw my post, we had snow yesterday morning. I was so excited. Of course, I try to sleep in on the weekends, and my husband said, "Oh, you missed it. It was snowing really well while you were asleep." And I thought, you know what? I'm good with that. Okay. Did I bring out any tools to move paint with? No, I did not. Like a silly. All right. All right, let's see what we get. Here we go. And I am going to comb it. I'm working right through the bubbles. I don't know what those bubbles are just holding on for. I tried to take them out with a paper towel. They didn't want to come out. Oh. I was trying to figure out why this is giving me such a jagged edge on some of this, but I think it's because we didn't rinse it very well last week. So if you are new to marbling or beginning to marble, make sure you rinse your tanks out, because that is old size that is creating a little bit of an issue in the tank. I usually take my rinse bucket and take this outside, but it was so windy and cold last weekend, I didn't, and I should have. I've got some paint here and I don't want to spill it. All right, there's that part. I'm going to move this over here on the table so I don't dump it. Okay. Well, my husband was just telling me they are opening our ski areas up here earliest they have been in like 20 years. And I am like, what was that doing? I haven't been skiing in about 36 years. And I want to go so bad, but I don't want to go by myself. My husband doesn't ski. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job with this tonight. Hold on, I better concentrate. Oh, just stepped on my pant leg. That took a tumble. All right, there we go. I did it. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love it. Oops, I just pulled a pin out. Right there. All right, there we go. Back in. I wanted to wear my nice fuzzy boots out here tonight, but I'm afraid I'll get paint on them. All right, put that over here. Now we know we can't leave it just like this, so I'm going to use this half of the tank, I believe. I'll put the ribbons down here. I've already fallen down the stairs and I'm not very graceful, you could say. I just slipped on the stairs, but boy, it bent my leg back. And of course, after my little excursion into the world of surgery and broken limbs, I hang on tightly. I hold that rail when I come down now like nobody's business. And luckily I had, or I would have went tumbling down, but it bent my back leg, or my bad leg back. And whew, it hurt. But then I could walk just fine. Let me get my assistant. Words are hard. Okay, dear. It was a very nice, quiet day at work today. Hopefully this fits in here. I think it has to. We're going to use this end, I think. Oh, and I see my iPad's frozen already. Cool. Okay, we're going to have to just nestle it right up to the sides. Thank you. It is all, whoops, it's not down there. Just making sure the whole piece is making contact with the surface. All right, let me grab the rinse. Oh, let me get the ribbon in here. Maybe I'll make a pear in this color. So you need 2 pieces of ribbon and a little, and then a little piece to wrap in the center to hide all the networking, not networking, the stuff that holds it all together. She does not know what she says. I wonder if this is going to stay. I didn't bring out any baggies. Ooh. That's going to be too deep for my hand. So I'm going to put that right there. Gotta pull my sleeve up farther. I had my husband bring the water out this afternoon so it didn't quite get so cold, because last time I left it out overnight, it was like sticking my hand in a bucket of ice water. All right, on this, the red wants to run just ever so slightly. Just draping it over this rung in my little drip thingamabob rack. All right, now let me pull out, see how this does. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. It's amazing how fabric can feel slimy. This will be a tote bag. This is white denim. Just 100% cotton. It's not stretch denim or anything. Red is bleeding ever so slightly. All right, over to the drip rack. Oh, dang, 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 dang. Oh, fiddlesticks. The brilliant person that I am just got her other fabric wet. I moved it aside. Okay, that's okay. But these two aren't. Let me check. Oh no. I've got this great big splotch right here. I don't know if you can see that. No, I don't think you can, but right here there's a big wet spot. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So these will have to wait till next week. Oh, I do have something else though that I did leave inside. So let me clean this up. Dang it. Well, it's going to cut things short tonight because there's two pieces I can't do. Was not even paying attention as I was moving that fabric around. If the fabric is wet, it will not marble. Oh, I have my test piece too. Can you see the sides of this tank right here? That red paint is just clinging right to those sides. I'm gonna have to take a paper towel and wipe it down. I need to move the rinse bucket. Get this out of here and oops, there's a big old bubble right there. There we go. If I don't flatten that out, where the bubble is, there will still be paint. Red does make a mess. But it did come out red. It's not pink. Look at that. Just hugging those sides. And when it does that, it will creep back into the tank. I am going to try some more red, but I don't want it right now. Go to the other side, clean some up from over here. wipe it down here a little bit. I will probably end up dabbing at the surface with a paper towel. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I guess I can spread that fabric out a little more, but I'll do that later. I just have it over one rung and it likes to. I'm gonna mix this a little bit, see if I can mix some of that red right into the water. And when it's mixed in, then it won't impact anything. There's a place where it sunk. Let me get one more piece of newsprint. I think that's under the surface. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. Oh, awesome, Tracy. Are you already in the new house? Or on top of everything, do you have to move? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to put a barrier in. Let me see what's going to be best for you all. I can probably put it about here, so one width, and probably right in here. Let me run in and grab, you're probably going to hear a basketball game, but let me run in and grab that other stuff. All right, there we go. Sorry, my nose is starting to run. Okay, so I was going to put down some newsprint. One down here. Okay. We'll do the other one up here. It's probably a little bit more than what I needed, but that'll give me plenty of room to put some ribbon in for hair bows as well. Bubbles. I created bubbles. All right. There's some two itty bitty ones here. I don't really want to pop though. That's what I thought. Let me see if I can reach that. All right. Boy, that's not long. I have a show on the 7th. I'll be thinking of you. I'll be hauling stuff around too, but not nearly like what you're doing. Okay, so now I need to pick colors. I guess I'll just use these. I was going to use this for a bag, but let's just see what we're gonna do tonight. See how it's going to work. This one blue, I never know how it's going to behave. Actually, I have 2 blues and I never know how to behave. Yesterday, oh yeah, I'm going to mix up a whole bunch of paint. I'm going to have everything all ready. And about 5 minutes before I came out here, I went, oh, I forgot to mix white paint. So I was out here in the kitchen mixing up some white paint. Oh, you know what? Let's not do this one yet. I have one I want to try. I tried to mix a nice Christmas green. I don't know if I'm successful. We'll see. We're going to test it. I wanted to do the stone method. So I need 2 of these. Then we'll put down the red first. I brought cups out and everything. It's almost like I'm prepared. Please don't point out that I did forget the paper in the house. And then if there's a touch of red in here, it won't matter because I'm going to use this anyway. Ooh, there's not much in here. Let's see if that's enough. It's hardly moving at all. Now we'll see if the green is all pushy. The show that I'm doing on the 7th, I'm not going to have my tank with me. I'm just going to sell pre-marbled items. And I'm just so freaking out about how I'm going to display everything. Okay, we need some more red. The green did about what I thought it was going to do. And I cannot put that back in the bottle. Let's see, do I have some more? I have it all in my, and it's inside, so I technically don't need my Easy Up, but I may take it, at least the frame anyway, because it helps me, support things. All right, is that enough red, do you think? I've got red all over my hands. Does that count? All right, these two things. Well, I was gonna throw them in the bucket, but I think I won't. Let me put this, what's left, back in here. Okay, I'm going to leave it just as it is. Oh, you know how hard that is for me. All right. Okay, I'll put some ribbon down. Guess I better be careful. I'll dip that one in. Do you hear that truck roar by? And where do we want to put the next one? So fun to watch it because the ribbon took that paint a lot quicker than the fabric did. It's all fabric, you know what I mean. Right. So the green, or you can't even see. Red is still running a little bit. When I mix the next batch of red, I'm going to thin it just a little bit more. And that may help with that running issue. Now the green is still not quite right. But it'll do. I want a nice, just Christmas green. Need to do a little bit of research and see which greens, because I don't have a good green. I have a blue green, I have a yellow green, and then I have a really deep lighting is just terrible. It's actually sticking, that red sticks very well on this ribbon. Okay, and now let's take out the cloth. It's just random little dots, kind of. Now the green spread a little bit more than the red did, so we have random sizes, which is normal for a stone pattern. The fabric took the paint wonderfully, better than the denim did. Denim is a different weave, so it makes sense to me. But it would take a little bit different. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so there's that piece. Now the next piece we will do will be blues. See if the blue wants to give me grief. So I'm wondering if I mix a little bit of the darker green in there, if I can get that color the way I want it. This is the kind of, see, I just don't have the right green. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Testing, testing. That's better, I think. 2 of the 3 greens, I have no idea what color it is. Let me get a paper towel and pick that green up and see how we look. Yeah, that's better. I know you can see my hand through it, but it's not this other green. I'll have to try it. To me, it looks better. I need to dry my hands. All right, so let's clear this out, and then I'll do blues. And I think I'm going to test that piece of yarn is gray. So I think in this next batch, I will do that piece of yarn. Thin one. Alrighty. 2 of those greens, I have no idea what the name of them are. The one I think I have labeled, the darker one that I just dribbled in there. I should actually probably dribble a little bit more of that in there. All right, let me drag it a little bit. Disappointed that I got that fabric wet. Gosh darn. All right. Let me get 2 more pieces of paper and we'll block that off again. Try to get that right up against the side of the tank. Am I missing comments? I can't see them on my iPad. Whoops. Good grief. Okay. Let's see, any guesses on whether the light blue will work and if the cyan will run? Is that how you say it, cyan? I think that, whoops, that's not what I want to start with. Yeah, let's start with it. feels awfully thick. Need to thin it a little bit. Maybe we won't use that one. I'll just use whatever's in there. Okay, now let's use this one. Hey, look at there. It's floating today. Do I want to add any gray? I think I'm changing my mind and don't want to add gray. We'll just do with the blues. I so want to comb this. Oh, do I want to comb? Yes, I want to comb. Should I comb? Let's do freestyle. So there is no white in here. There are gaps in the design, so therefore the white fabric will show through in those areas. So there will be white in the design. Anxious to see how my idea is going to turn out. And don't ask me why I didn't think about this before, but it's something for the holiday. And of course, or Christmas, and I had to not figure it out until right before Thanksgiving. I still haven't even sewn it up yet. All right. How's that look? Let me look on the screen. Sometimes I look on the screen and that'll kind of help me. Hi, Ramona. Thank you. Welcome, sweetie. I hope you've had a wonderful day. You missed me ruining 2 pieces of fabric because I got them wet before they were marbled. So now I have to wait and marble them next week. All right, let's just go with this. So I will put this piece of fabric down. Oop, oop, oop. I see some red. I don't want red on this. And there's a little bit of red right there. So I will swirl that area one more time. Oh, there's still, see, and right here there's some red too. I knew that red on the edges would just, I will avoid that area. I'm just so pleased that the red actually turned red. All right, let's use this. Being careful not to get it in the red. We will go, let's go right here. Now see how that takes a minute? Now watch these ribbons. Let's see, I better take them one at a time so I don't drop one in there. Look how fast that takes it. I just think fiber content is so interesting. I'm a nerd like that. Make sure that touches the edges of this. Doesn't want to . making sure it all hits the paint. Where's my rinse bucket go? All right. Oh, pretty. That one, this one has just a purple. This one has a purpley tint to it. That's the light indigo. It is blue, but it has just a little bit of purple tint. When I leave for work in the morning, I'm going to have to make sure I put these ribbons. They should be dry. They'll be cold, maybe frozen, but I should need to put them on the table and kind of anchor them. Now look at there. I've got 2 dots on this one. I don't know if you can see it. I have right here and right here where the fabric. Oh, I need to be careful what I'm doing. Where the paint just, there was a dot of paint that did not disperse. Oh, it's so pretty though. All right, before I take any other paint out of here, let me get that piece of yarn. Oh, and my goodness sake, did I just splatter this? I can't tell. We're going to try to marble that anyway. But this is the piece of yarn. It's very stiff. I didn't even have a hook large enough to do a nice pliant piece. So I'm going to have to force it. Oh, it did. Look at that. Can you see the design? I should have done something a little bolder, but it did take it. Oh, I'm going to have to get a bigger crochet hook. Oh, it looks so cool. It's very subtle. Oh, I can't wait to show you in a close-up. Oh, I'm excited. Could you see the marbling on it? I should have used a bolder color. All right, let me get the ribbon and that fabric out. Oh, that's so pretty. That's going to make a really pretty bow. Okay, and now the fabric. Oh, good. Thank you, Ramona. I'm glad I did not put the gray in there. So this is for, I tell you, I am like squirrel, off in the other direction, but I was cutting the fabric for the bags this weekend, and then I remembered that I wanted to cut some for this project, my test project. And then I kept forgetting, what are those strips of fabric for? What did I wanted to do with that? I'm going to go ahead and take a minute to open this denim up a little so that when I show it to you, you'll actually be able to see the design. All right, there we go. And I didn't knock anything else down. Oh, good job, Linda. me get this cleaned up. And I think I'm going to use, oh, I don't know what I'm going to use next. Any color suggestions? The next is going to be paper, a big sheet of paper. I'm going to be doing some composition notebook covers. And I really like this, if this paper will marble nice, I really like it because of the fact that it is large enough that I can do one sheet and cover both sides of the notebook, instead of having to do two separate sheets. That is assuming it works. Christmas colors. Oh, you missed this earlier when I was, that would give me a chance to test that other green. Red's been giving me a fit. It did marble red, but it wanted to bleed. You'll see my my green. I tried to mix a nice Christmas green. I didn't make it yet, but I could do it again. Okay, let me put down the barriers. I guess we could try again with the red and green. Let's see. I think I'll put some white down first. Not as much as I did before. Now the red. I need a paper towel. Sorry for snipping, I apologize. It's cold out here and it's making my nose run. Yeah, see, this is expanding more this time than it did last time I used it. Can you see that? And this is the modified green. Maybe I should make it just a smidge darker. Smidge. Technical term is smidge. And this is kind of, you can't see it. I've got this ugly green color on my hands. Been wanting to do some paint pouring again, but with my show coming up, I feel like I just need to work on that instead. Just work on my projects that I must get done. Okay, yes, I'm going to have to come in with some white because we know how difficult red is. a feeling it's going to be too much white. But we'll go with it. It's only paper, right? I'm going to leave those. All right. I am going to comb this to see how it turns out. Now the paper is not a white, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a good grasp on this green. I have a feeling it's still not right, but I think it is closer to what I'm looking for. Almost there. Okay, yeah, I do have a green and red one, don't I? Hair bow, or ribbons for a hair bow. Oh, trash can behind me. I think that helps, in my opinion, it kind of helps not have such big blocks of green. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I want to put some ribbon in here. Wipe off my hands. That towel's wet. Just want to make sure this is a little stiffer paper, which I like because when I cover it, then the design of the, my hands are wet again. The designs of the notebook will not show through. Ooh, there's some blue over there. There we go. Now one more piece. Well, gosh darn, we'll work from the other end of this one. Oh, it looks, oh, I can't tell. Such a little representation. Go hang it up. Get the ribbons out. Yeah, the green is better, but it's still not right. Yeah, it is cold, Ramona, and we had snow yesterday morning. Our ski resorts are opening this weekend. It's almost there, but not quite. Here, I'll move this over and put this beside it so you can kind of see the difference. Not a lot of difference. I think I need a lot more of that dark green in there. Oh, I did end up with just a touch of blue in this one. It could be in the background, you won't see it. If I fold this correctly, you won't even know. And now let me get the board. Why I'm worried about getting paint on my sweatshirt. Okay. Oh, look at there. Oh my goodness. So let me rinse it. Anybody know what I did with mine? Yeah, I see it. My measuring cup, that's what it is, my measuring cup. My rinser. Oops. Pull this up better. Now the red did want to run, but I think there's enough good spots that I'll be able to use this paper. Maybe. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this piece of paper. All right. Let's clean this up. And apparently the spots did not cause an issue. So they could have been from it getting spritzed, and I was spritzing things next to it, and it may have just been droplets from that. And the green's still not quite right. Guess it's too blue. Wonder if I use that dark one and put a little bit of yellow in it, maybe? A little bit of yellow and a little bit of white. I still have not pressed the scarves from last week. Pardon me. I had my sweatshirt on that I'm trying to match with that crimson paint, and I did not go in when I had it on and test that scarf to see how close we are. And every time I walk in there, I don't have it with me, and I drag the stupid scarf out of there and go test it? No. I just stand there, dang. It looks pretty darn close, though. All right, let me put some barricades in. We have one more piece of paper. what color? I'm going to use pink. I ask and then I just go for it. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use pink. And I'm going to put in a little bit of light gray since I have no silver out here. And we're going to start with white. Oh, I feel like I can breathe now that I did that red. I can see it running from here. Woo. So I will definitely, I'm not going to worry about that on the edges. I will definitely have to rinse that paper again. Do a little bit of a white gray, maybe. Something that's caught in the tip of this. The light pink. I'm almost out of this. All right, I'm out of this. It's just gonna get a touch. All right, so much for that. Okay, now I've got bubbles galore. Gosh, you guys, I was watching a Hallmark movie last night. I've seen it probably 2 or 3 times. And I cry every single time. And it was just, and then I was so busy watching it and being involved in the movie that I missed my bedtime. Didn't even think about it. All of a sudden I'm going, oh my gosh, it's after bedtime. I have to get up so stinking early. That looks pretty good. It was a very quiet day, quiet noise-wise and people-wise. Two of the 2 attorneys that sit back near where I am, they were both gone today. And the phones were a little bit quiet. I think everybody's starting to get in the holiday mode. And so I just sat back there and worked. Nobody bothered me. The paper, is that what you're talking about, Ramona? It's going to cover a composition notebook. Sorry, nothing's popping up on my iPad at all. Hi, Kelly. How are you? How are you doing? Oh my gosh. I don't know if she's still here, but my friend Kelly. All right, and that's what this is going to be as well. Okay, make sure my hands are nice and dry before I touch this. The thing that I like and the thing that I don't like is this paper is very stiff. Not as stiff as that one paper I tried, but much stiffer than what I'm used to using. Yes.
See if we're still going.
Yeah, this is my last one. All right, let me get the board. Rinse it off a little because it still has red paint on it. All right, let's see how we did. Let me rinse it. There it is rinsed. So let me put it up here to dry. All right. Let me quickly get the pink picked up, and then I'll show you everything. I'll move the light a little bit so you might be able to see. Light won't come clear back where everything is draining, but one more piece of paper here. All right. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna wiggle everything. Hold on, I have to climb up to get it. Sorry. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if I can do much with this light. I don't think I can, guys. We're just gonna have to make do. So there, see up here, see how that red is running? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's on that side too. Hold on, let me turn you around. There. So it's over here and it's over here. So I'll rinse that again when we get off of here. And there's the pink one I just took out of the tank. That one looks pretty good. All right, so we'll go over here. So there's the teal and red. That'll be a tote bag. That red ran just a tiny bit on there. And there's the blue. This is for my idea that I'm not telling yet. And then here's the first green. And then this is the green after I added that darker green. So the first one and then the darker one. So it's better. And then there are all the ribbons for hair bows. And then here is the yarn. Look at that. If it wasn't so stiff, if it was actually pliable, that would be nice. But that is it. Oh, I hope so. I hope it makes a great tote bag. I've done a scarf in that color and everybody loves it. So I thought, why not do one in that color? So I'm going to rinse that paper again, empty my tank, get everything put away except for the items that are drying. And then I'm going to go in and go to bed. So take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope to see you next week. And remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. It doesn't cost you anything, and it might just make their day. So take care, everyone. Stay safe. And I hope you just have a great week. See you next week. Bye.